Alright guys, I'm going to show you here quickly, if you have a brand new UTV unit, or you have, you've been doing a lot of mud riding, a lot of times what can happen is your carburetor can get clogged and you're going to want to clean that. I'm going to show you real quick here how to do it. It's real easy. First you're going to take the seats off. I've already taken the passenger seat off. And then these center consoles typically just fold up right here. Just come right off. There's no screws or anything. What you're going to do next is you're going to loosen the screws on each side of this carburetor on the intake manifold piping there. Once you get those off, this carburetor is going to swing all the way around. This is the back side of one of these carburetors. I've already taken it apart. What you're going to do is take the bowl off the bottom of the carburetor. You can do that by taking these 4 screws out of here. The bowl comes off. This is what's called the main jet. This is called the pilot jet. A lot of times what can happen is, say you go through some crud or it's new from the factory, residue can get stuck in here and prevents your unit from getting gas. The gas goes into the bottom of the bowl here through this hole, and then once it's in the bowl it gets sucked up through the main jet and then squirts out basically through the intake into the motor. So what you're going to do is take the main jet off and take the pilot off, and then when you get both of these off, you're going to get just some wire brush. Use the bristles, stick them in there and make sure that you get all the residue pushed out of there. Once you do that, go ahead and get some carb cleaner, spray it through both of those holes, and then look through them and make sure you can see through them. If you can see through both of these, then you know that you've got it cleaned. At that point, go ahead and put your bowl back on, put your screws back on, put the carburetor back on, tighten both of these hoses right here, and then at that point your unit should start if it was clogged. You'll know immediately if it was clogged if you can't see through the main jet or the pilot jet. If you have any further problems, feel free to give us a call. Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you real quick how to change the oil in a UTV. If it's a HISUN UTV, it's going to have an oil filter. If it's not a HISUN UTV, then you probably won't have an oil filter. First thing you're going to do is take the seats off, and then the center console here, which I've already done, and then right here is going to be your oil filter. We do sell the oil filter, so call us if you need some. You're going to take this off right here after you've already drained the gas out, or not the gas. Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick how to change the oil on a HISUN UTV. If you have, most UTVs will be the same, so you can just go off this video. If you have a different UTV, it should be pretty similar. The HISUN UTVs have an oil filter, which is right here. If you need to get one from us, then go ahead and give us a call and we can sell one to you with the oil. First thing you want to do and change the oil is you're going to want to go on the bottom of the motor, dead center on any motor, whether it's ATV or go-kart, UTV, whatever. You have a 17mm bolt dead center on the bottom of the motor. You're going to take that off and you're going to drain it into a good oil pan. You can get that from Home Depot, Lowe's, any auto store. Once the oil is drained out of there, make sure that you put the bolt back in, screw it in all the way. Next thing you want to do is take this oil filter off. And then once you get that oil filter off, go ahead and put the new one back on, and then make sure that that's tight. Next thing you're going to do is the oil fill plug is located right here. You're going to have to get a long dipstick cap, so you can, like a filler almost, that the oil you can pour it into and then drain it right into that filler. These units right here, HISUNs, the 700s and 500s, take 2.5 liters of oil. Make sure you use semi-synthetic or non-synthetic, and that's going to be 10W40 4-stroke oil. So once you go ahead and put the 2.5 liters in there, put the cap back on, make sure your unit starts, make sure that nothing is wrong, leaking anywhere, and then if nothing's leaking, you did a good job, and you can keep riding.